Hi everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to my channel. Today's video, we are rejigging this capsule makeup bag. So I'm moving in about a week. It's all planned, ready to go, and so I need to pack up all of my makeup and also create a curated makeup basket to live out of while I make that transition. So the name of the game here is curation, and I also need to fit in my makeup brushes this time around, which is why they are here. I was pretty happy with this makeup bag, and I wasn't totally ready to do that switch over, but the kind of circumstances really necessitated it, so we are here. I'm going to talk you through how the last makeup bag went. I lived with it for about 6 to 8 weeks, somewhere in there. So I'm going to talk about all the products, kind of like how it went, how much I used it, and then while I'm doing that, I'm going to be sorting my products into stay in the bag or back in the collection to be packed up. And this is really going to be curated. It has to be small. Everything has to fit in here. So I imagine that what I end up having at the end of this video is just a smaller version of this. If I do decide to roll anything in, I'm gonna take you to where my makeup collection currently is instead of bringing everything over like normal. So let's talk about the palettes first, because they are the things that are hanging around. These are all of the things that I brought out for this for my capsule. I used this the most. This is my self-made palette. Really love this. I could live with just this as my singular palette for the capsule, along with maybe one single shadow, because this is really perfect and has some great single shadow looks in here, and then also looks to create more in-depth or complicated eyeshadow looks. So that's gonna stay, and the stay is gonna go on this side. I'm also going to put in the Modern Renaissance for now. This is something that I'll add only if there's room, so we'll have to see. I use this the second most to the self-made palette in the capsule. I have not gotten sick of this, which is a bit of a surprise. So that's been a real joy as well. So we're going to try and keep that if we can. Everything else is going to go. My favorite look that I made recently was with the Sweet Talk palette. I made my most favorite eyeshadow look almost maybe of the year with this palette. Really love it, and I would love to keep this in, and I might have even decided to put this in over the Modern Renaissance, because like we are coming into this season. I think I did put it in just a little bit early because I only used it once to create that one eyeshadow look. Really loving these colors. Like, these are my colors, and I would love to play with it. However, I'm too, like right now, I'm not doing a lot of going anywhere, and even when my partner and I are going out, it's just like us two going for a walk and pretty casual because we're still in lockdown. And I might wear something like this for a video, or if I want to, you know, feel a little bit special. But because the focus of the next week is literally just packing, I don't think I'll get much use out of this. From practicality standpoint, I think the Modern Renaissance is just a little bit more practical, because I can do single shadow looks out of both of these, and then like layer some of the other ones underneath if I want to do a more, like I said, complicated look. And this is more subtle. Well, this palette is more punchy. I'm really feeling this one the most, but I don't think it's practical. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this here for now, and I just can't decide right now. These two I can say for sure are leaving. I did not really use these all that much. There she is. I definitely could have pared down the eyeshadow palettes. I don't think I needed 5. I think 3 would have been great, maybe even 4. And I did use this twice, I believe. I just haven't been feeling the cool tones lately. I've just really been interested in the warm tones because we're getting into summer. So while I do think this is a beautiful palette, I just don't think it was the right choice for this time of year. Both of these are gonna go out. Now let's get into the bag. It does look like a bit of a black hole from that vantage point. I'm gonna take out my sponge. Oh, and this Hourglass palette, I did end up putting it in after about a month because I wanted to get some use out of some of these shades into my project. I really like this as a highlighter. I think this is just too big to keep in the palette, so sorry, in the bag, so I'm gonna take that out. And I did actually, after I pulled it in, I really did enjoy using it. Still not something I would buy, still don't think it's worth the money, but I'm just gonna flip that around, it's too shiny. But I thought it was okay. This is out. This is my bronzer. It was already cracking and then I dropped it, so I'm gonna have to repress this again. That'll be to today's project. So this one is just gonna be out to the side. We have a lot of lip products over here and eyeshadow products, so let's get to those. It's like the lip products don't end. So I'm gonna keep this really simple, and I want the lip looks to be as simple as possible. These two are the MAC lipsticks that I had in here. I had Blankety and Hug Me. I think that's clear. Hug Me was in my 100 Uses project, but if you saw that video, I got to my 100 Uses, so that's coming out. And then same with this. I don't need several nude lipsticks. I think I only really just needed like Hug Me and one other for that period. I think adding in, you know, having two of almost the same color, just two nudes, just wasn't needed. I am going to keep in the Becca lipstick. This is new to my 100 Uses project and the staple nude of the moment, so I've been loving that. I'm going to keep the two glosses in here. This was only put in there recently, like in the past week, because it's new in a project and I really love using that. This one I'm still working on. I have not popped the stopper out, but I really think we're close. So I'm gonna keep that as well. This, I really did like this color. I do love this color, but I only wore it a handful of times. I wore all the other colors more than this, so it's gonna come out not a super practical item for right now. I'm also going to roll this out, put this with my collection. I think the same with this as well, because they're both in projects and they're both okay. Like I wear them most together. I just don't know if they're not like the practical everyday lipsticks. Like I'm not wearing makeup right now and I could easily throw on this or that gloss. Not the same with these, but they don't take up a lot of space, so they'll just be hovering in the back for now. I'm gonna keep in my makeup spray. I know it's a super big bottle. We're getting down there though, and I do want to get another setting spray once this is done, but something more mattifying. I really liked the Wet n Wild spray before, but the all-nighter, I don't know, I don't like it as much as the Wet n Wild spray, and right now this time of year I just want something more mattifying, so I'm gonna keep that because I want to use my spray. Now let's talk about some of the singles. I had 3 singles in the project. I had the Charlotte Tilbury in Oyster Pearl, and then I had a little Corky, and then I Heart This. I know for sure I want both of these gone. As for, I only wore this once and this once as well, for the same reasons that I did not get a ton of use with the Natasha Denona palette. These are both just cool tones and I'm in a warm tone moment because of the season. And just additionally with this color in the pan, It looks so beautiful. And when I swatch it on my wrist, my arm, beautiful as well. I'll do just a little one. I think that is so beautiful. But when I put it on my eyes, I was not a fan. So I'm gonna keep trying it out, and that really bummed me out about this product because it's expensive and I really wanted to like it, and I like the way that it's swatched. So I'm gonna keep playing with that. This is my favorite single shadow of the moment. It's going to stay, definitely. These two are really easy stays. Hold on. As well as this one. These are my only two mascaras and the one eyeliner that I own. So those can stay. This is going to stay as well. There's enough in here to kind of last me the whole period. So I'm going to keep this, and I've been using this a lot. Originally in here was the Catrice foundation, but once that ran out, I put in the Quo just as like a mixing color to just change the color of this because this is super yellow. This is a nice foundation, but it's not as mattifying. This is also not as mattifying, sorry, as the Catrice. So this is actually kind of diluting the staying power of the MAC foundation. So not ideal, but the color on this is just kind of wild without it. So I'm going to keep both of those. I have one primer in there, and I'm going to keep that. Now let's talk about the blushes. So I had 5 in here, definitely an overkill. I am gonna put these on the out pile. I didn't really use them, which surprised me, especially this color. So they're gonna come out. And as for the blushes, I'm gonna keep just these two. This is MAC Melba. Beautiful peachy color. Really great with this time of year and the kind of eye looks I'm doing, as well as this is Tarte. Oh. This is Tarte's Party. I dropped this recently, so it broke. I'm gonna put in both of those. It's been so hot recently, like 35 degrees today, and so a lot of my makeup has just been melting off, and this just has not had the staying power. And I have not been reaching for it. I've just been reaching for my powders. So I am going to roll this out. Surprising. I'm also going to roll out my Becca highlighter. Beautiful, love it, but still no tan yet, so it's a little fair. And I'm just going to keep in my double gleam. I've really just been loving that. That can stay. The bag is empty now except for a tweezer. So, I'm going to keep in my powder, my Lawless powder. It's small, it'll fit. I'm also going to keep in my concealer, my lip liner, and then my 2 brow products. I am going to roll this out. It's been nice, but I actually want to bring in a different concealer that I've had on my mind. This is my one and only inner corner shadow, and as I mentioned, I dropped my bronzer and it got all over this. So I need to clean that. This is my one and only inner corner highlighter. Loving that. And then I have my powder. I don't know if I showed this, but I did roll this in fairly recently. It's usable, but this is a very, very chalky powder. I still love the NYX Stay Matte, and I'm not going to screw around with other powders. Once this is gone, going straight back to that one. I'm going to go take a look in my collection to see if there's anything that I might want to roll in, and I'll be back. Okay, so I just brought a couple of things to roll in. The first is this concealer. I tried it on a couple of weeks ago, really loved it, and I think that'll be fun to play with, as well as this lipstick. This is absolutely a color that is really approachable to use. It is the Revlon Shine lip color in Glaring Coral. I also wore this in the same video as I tried out the Infallible concealer. I'll link this. I'll link that video in the description or in the cards. This is just a really approachable color, really soft, easy to use, and if I want a little bit of pop of color, this is exactly the kind of color that I want. And then I'm also putting in this single shadow. It's the Revlon Color Stay in Creme Brulee, and just a little gold pot, super easy for one shadow looks. And then I'm doing typical Shauna, I'm rolling in a blush. This is MAC Warm Soul, and I think this will just be a fun color for this time of year, and just like a way to add a little bit of fun without taking up too much room. I hate this packaging though. So now let's try and put everything in, and then we'll put in the brushes next. I already had curated them previously. They were in this really big tub, or not tub, but almost like a basket, and I curated them to put them in here, and now we're doing it again. So let's first do the makeup, and we'll do the palettes last. I tried to prop this up, but it's a little heavy. Okay, so now we're gonna put in the brushes. So these are my 5 most used face brushes: powder, blush, bronzer, and then this one is for when you make that mistake or you put too much blush and you want to buff it out. Let's see. We're getting close there. This is the brush for creams. Won't need it. This is a foundation brush. I haven't used it and I think I can live without it. Same with this one. This one is for under eye powder, but I haven't used these two, so I think we're good. This is my highlighting brush, and then this is what I use to put powder under my eyes, so we'll use that. This is the inner corner eye brush. I would say these are my most used brushes. Also add the spoolie. I do also use other brushes, like this is, where is it? Yeah, I'll bring this too. This is my favorite crease brush, or like inner corner. I also like this for really curated or pointed application. So let's see if these will fit. We tight. Will we zip? Look at that. She zips, but she's chunky. Okay, I'm actually just, for now, for ease of use until I leave, I'm just gonna put my brushes all in just one cup. There we go. And then these ones can go with my other brushes. as I was saying, that's it. That's the makeup bag. This isn't just for the next week. This is going to be my makeup bag, hopefully for the next few months into the summertime. Probably maybe somewhere in July I might do another one, but this is my everyday makeup bag. I did manage to get my super fun palette in there, which is exciting, and I also added in a couple of other fun products, and I'm willing to have her be a little bit more chunky to have some play and some fun as well. So we're back, and I decided that this would be a good opportunity to share my capsule little skincare collection that I created as well. Everything in this bag is the capsule and like what I'm going to move with, and like what I'm also using now, because all of my skincare is packed up. These items over here, these two, are ones that I'm expecting to use up and then toss away like into my empty store before I move, which is the Think Sport sunscreen and then this Tower 28 little facial spray. This one I've been working on in my project, I guess a spoiler, almost done. And then this guy, I have no idea where this came from, maybe a point perk or something like that. But this has just been sitting around for close to a year now, not really getting any use. So I finally decided this would be the final push. So these two have just been kind of sitting on my counter along with this guy. So the only other thing that doesn't fit in the bag is this. It's the facial oil that I'm currently using. I really love it. And I'm honestly just planning to like throw it in my travel bag the day that I move. Like it'll be fine amongst clothes. I actually just had to go and run to get a couple of things. There are two things that are currently just kind of like hanging around. And the first is this. This has been in my shower. It's the Aveeno Clear Complexion Cream Cleanser. I have a handful of things in my shower, like my body wash and my, my hair things. So that's just been in there as well. And I'll deal with that closer to when it's time to move. And the other thing has been my daily cleanser. I was using it this morning, so just put it on this little cue card for now so it doesn't muck up the dresser. This is a facial soap bar. I threw out the label. I can't remember where this is from, but I do believe it's in my orders from well.ca. So if I can find that, I'll leave the brand in the description or on the screen. I've really been liking this. It's a sensitive kind of skin, like super gentle soap. It's been working great for this time of year. So these are the two things that have just been hanging around and will also be dealt with the day that I move. I've been really enjoying this. I've been kind of flying through this. I have no complaints about the cleansers that I've been using, and they've just been really lovely. The makeup remover that's in here is the Cocoa Kind. It's the oil to milk cleanser. This is the first step of the skincare routine. I've also been really enjoying this. However, I guess my little review of this now is that I really like this, but full price it's $25.99. You can get it on sale occasionally at the Shoppers website. That's the only place in Canada that I know that sells it. And it goes on sale for $19.99. In my opinion, that's a lot of money for 86 mils of product. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it just because of the price to the ratio of how much product you get, but I'm glad that I have it and it's in here and like it's pretty compact. I also have my Alia Skin moisturizer. I've been really enjoying this. I have it on today. Well, I have all of these on today. I really have been enjoying this, and this is again like another fairly compact product and just a really great solid morning moisturizer. The other sunscreen I have in here is this one from All Good. I wear this one when I'm wearing makeup because this guy is just so greasy. I wore this under makeup actually yesterday. I ended up going out last night to watch some fireworks. Every time I wear this under makeup, I regret it. My makeup doesn't go on as nice. My makeup is patchy. My skin looks dry. So this is the one that I wear when I'm wearing makeup. which is today. And also, like, I actually don't think this will even last the week. I'm moving a week today. So this will kind of come into its place, and once it's done, just two more kind of morning skincare items. Well, this I guess isn't morning. I just pulled it out for the first thing that I kind of came. The last two morning products though, the first is the niacinamide by Ordinary. This is also a product that usually hangs out on my counter right now because I'm almost done. So this will, within the week, kind of again be tossed in the empties bin. And I have really been enjoying that for morning. And then I also have been using this Brighten Eye cream. Really solid formula in my opinion. This is just like a super basic eye cream, and I have been paying like $25 for something like that in the past. This is like $12.99 and like does the job. The last remnants of what's in the bag. So for the evening time, I will use my makeup remover if I have the makeup on, and then I will follow it with this. So I use this morning and night. The Aveeno cleanser is just for my shower. So if I'm showering in the morning or night and I'm washing my face, I'll use this at that point. I then will follow up with the Alia Skin Vitamin C Serum. So just an update on this product. Really surprised me last night or the night before. It stopped pumping out product because the thing is almost empty, and I now have to like unscrew the cap to like pour out the product on my hand now. Almost at the bottom. Kind of shocked about this, that it hasn't even lasted 2 months. Well, yeah, just about 2 months. That's all that's in here. So I'm a little disappointed that this hasn't lasted longer, and I actually think I will finish this within the week as well. I have really been enjoying this, and I'll link my Alia Skin video that I posted a couple weeks ago. This was one of my favorite products from the video. This serum I think is around $40. So this serum has been a favorite of mine, and I really have been loving it, using it essentially every day or every other day since I first got it, and even since that video. I'm just disappointed that I've used it up so quick. I will then follow with my retinol cream. This I use every other night. Solid. And then I've been using this Core Organics Under Eye Oil at the evening time only. This we're really getting to the bottom of as well. And then the last is my moisturizer. This is the Derma E Vitamin C Intense Night Cream. This is really nice. So everything you see here is like my skincare capsule. I could definitely get away with less, and all these products aren't totally necessary, but my goal has been to kind of finish as much off as possible before I leave. So that's why there's some like redundancies here. 2 sunscreens, I have this product, this, like there's probably 4 or 5 products here that will be used up before I move, and that's kind of why they're out, and I've, you know, kept a place for them, and majority fit in my little Glossier pouch. So I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing both my makeup and my skincare capsules. I had a lot of fun putting this together. Let me know your thoughts about both of these capsules in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.